I don't think you can describe it, because, you know what I was saying? It was like quiet, but then also really alive.
Non-serious event, a PR stunt.
Now, so they go up there and they float for like 10 minutes, and then they come down.
Let's not minimize this. Let's celebrate female astronauts.
And
Look at the moon. It's dark. Days!
I will never be the same. I mean, when you get up there and you see the Earth, and it's so beautiful, and it just fills the screen. And it's not just your window. It's like everybody's window, and there's no boundaries, there's no border. There's just Earth. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She was in space, technically, for like the blink of an eye, and then she kissed the dirt, and she came down and talked about, you know, the strength man.
yeah, like I think there was a bitch stuck on a space station for a few months. That's terribly more impressive.
Let's not minimize this.
Boinking a billionaire and getting a free ticket to space for 11 minutes. It was flat, but quiet.
The moon! You guys, I will have to tell you, look at the moon!
But this was really not women in space. It was stupid people in space. This was the lowest IQ space crew that has ever been launched from Earth.
The reason that Katy Perry is not technically an astronaut right now is because none of the people in this capsule could actually operate anything. It was all being remotely controlled.
Space exploration was to further our knowledge and to help mankind. I mean, what are they gonna do up there that has made it better for us down here?
What did they do? They got in their special Oscar de la Renta designed suits, lay down in a capsule, and came back in 10 minutes, you guys.
So it was cool. They took a very, very expensive, very, very cool roller coaster ride that technically put them into space.
I don't know. I got chills. I got tears in my eyes when I first heard the enormous burst of sound.
Something's off with her.
No, it's good.
Calling this a crew or implying that this is some revolutionary big glass ceiling breaking win for women is basically complete bullshit.
That she needs empowerment says something sad about women, because it means that even with $1 billion, they still need a boost.
It's so much money to go to space.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And there's a lot of people who can't even afford eggs.
Katy!
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you.
How many billions of dollars did you just spend that could have gone to climate change? And you come down from your 30-second orbit in space and you kiss the ground and you say, we need to thank Mother Earth. We need to save the planet. You just fucking...
Music thinks space travel is just for brainy scientists and super brave astronauts. Guess again, these days the cosmos is attracting a whole new kind of explorer. Your favorite celebrities. Oh my god, whoa.
Oh my god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's amazing.
So the same folks who wouldn't be caught dead in anything less than designer threads at the local supermarket are now hopping on rockets for a quick 10-minute trip out of this world. Forget pushing the limits of human knowledge. It seems the new space race is all about who can snap the most epic zero-gravity selfie. But hey, no sweat. They're still making a difference right after they post that sponsored content.
No, I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this, what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that.
You know, it's so funny. She said she's heard from women and girls who have said to her, I didn't realize this is something I could do. You know how I know that didn't happen, Megyn? Because it's not something they could do. Because they're not friends with Jeff Bezos, right? Like,
ouch. You know, things have gone sideways when even your celebrity pals are raising eyebrows that recent all-female Blue Origin. John, the one with Katy Perry, Gayle King, and a few others. Well, it hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Turns out the public isn't the only one side. Eyeing the whole thing, whispers, and not-so whispers are coming from inside the entertainment world itself.
A space mission this morning, that's end time shit. Like, this is beyond parody. For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally, I'm disgusted.
Hollywood leftists, these are the people who are supposed to love them, who are ripping these women to shreds. It's beautiful.
Adding fuel to the fire. Amy Schumer jumped into the chat with her signature wit. She joked about being a last-minute addition to the crew, pretty much spotlighting the whole look at me, go to space vibe of the mission guys. Last second.
Guys, Last second, they added me to space, and I'm going to space. I'm bringing this. It was in my bag, and I was like on the subway, and I got the text, and they were like, do you want to go to space? So I'm going to space.
And the shade didn't stop there. Even the queen of impeccable living, Martha Stewart, couldn't resist tossing in her 2 cents. She dug up an old video of herself floating weightlessly, soundtracked perfectly, with a Katy Perry song lyric talk about a subtle burn, Martha Stewart. God bless Martha Stewart. You posted something online because she went up in a flight that achieved 0 gravity. I boarded a Boeing 727 aircraft called G-Force One and experienced what astronauts feel when they reach 0 gravity. It's a complete troll. Everyone's trolling them now when the people in your own circle, the ones who truly get the ins and outs of the industry, are side-eyeing your moves. It's a pretty strong signal that maybe, just maybe, the whole thing didn't land quite as planned. So listen up, according to Gayle King herself. This wasn't some amusement park thrill. Oh no, this was a journey with a capital J. And if you even think about calling it a ride, well, let's just say you'd better brace yourself for a serious talking to please don't call it a ride that is not a freaking ride. Whenever a man goes up, you have never said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride. No one called that a ride, it was called a flight. It was called a journey, because a ride implies that it's something frivolous or something that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did. Got it. I got you, Flynn. Gotcha, there was nothing frivolous. I am like Alan Shepard, and I am inspirational. I'm proud of me, good for me. Gayle took to social media. And let's just say she wasn't mincing words with anyone who dared to downplay her 10-minute jaunt. But hold on, it gets even more interesting. She wasn't just sticking up for herself. She was on a whole other level talking about how inspirational this whole thing was, especially for women and young girls. Because you know what screams empowerment? More than a few minutes of weightlessness followed by a serious boost in self-importance. Flowers. For me, I believe, are like God's laughter there. It's dark. It's like death, so proud of us. I really am proud of me. I brought a daisy because I have so much love for my daughter Daisy, and I have so much love for Mother Earth. I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space. We were making space. It just says to me, if I can do this, I might even now get my ears pierced. I've never gotten my ears because that hurts. Hold up, let's rewind a bit. What exactly does it take to earn the title of astronaut these days? Are we talking about years of hardcore training, pushing your body and mind to the limit, and maybe even risking everything to expand what humanity knows about the cosmos? Or has it morphed into simply having the cash to buy a ticket, snapping a quick selfie among the stars, and suddenly you're an explorer, seriously? These are the questions bouncing around everyone's heads because the internet's reaction to these space tourists, pure comedy gold.
I'm going to tell you something right now. You are officially an astronaut.
Oh, God, pause. Can you imagine being an actual fucking astronaut? You trained for 93 fucking years. You're literally a fucking genius. You went to the Air Force when you were 18 years old. You worked your ass off. You read 1,000 billion books. You did like 40,000 fucking hours in space, learning everything.
You lost your kids
and
on a
this
Jupiter.
fucking lizard bitch.
She's hot.
No, you're not.
Meanwhile, while actual astronauts are out there tackling real space missions, these celebrities seem more concerned with perfecting their zero-gravity pout, flashing peace signs like it's 1995 and gazing intensely into the camera as if they're auditioning for a dramatic music video. Honestly, if you just stumbled upon these photos, you'd think they were single-handedly saving the planet. Not just enjoying a joyride on a multi-billion-dollar space-themed amusement park attraction. It was just quiet.
It's just quiet. I don't think you can describe it.
Honestly, one is sleeping with a billionaire who created this program and is jetting people, to outer space for like 10 minutes, for as long as like your average YouTube video takes.
And let's not forget Lauren Sanchez, who truly turned her space trip into a moment floating through the cosmos. She made absolutely sure to belt out a hearty girl power for the cameras. Honestly, the level of self-absorption in these moments is just staggering. As our entire planet shrinks beneath them, their main concern seems to be how their 10-minute space hop is revolutionizing the world. Oh, the sheer drama, come on, let's be real. You're only on that rocket because you happen to be Jeff Bezos' partner, and of course the internet didn't miss a beat. Social media practically exploded into a comedic war zone aimed at these so-called astronauts. Critics really went for it. You've got to hand it to the online world. They certainly don't hold back with jokes flying around about how the only things orbiting in space were their massive egos. The online roasting was brutal, no doubt. But here's where it gets even more eye-roll worthy. Instead of just taking the ribbing, these space travelers decided to dig their heels in, getting all defensive and practically lecturing the public, apparently. Unless you've personally floated in zero gravity for 10 minutes, you have absolutely no right to offer an opinion. Right. Gail. Apparently they are the future of space travel, and get this. Women everywhere will supposedly look back at this exact moment in history and think, wow, we've truly come such a long way. It seems space travel is rapidly turning into the ultimate playground for billionaires who've apparently outgrown Earth and just want to flex a little. If you happen to be one of the privileged few with the deep pockets or the right connections, it's becoming less about pushing the boundaries of human achievement and more about orchestrating the most talked about PR spectacle. Who knows, maybe next on the agenda is a group trip to the moon, just to see who can pull off the most profound gaze while rocking a spacesuit. Neil Armstrong walked up there. Why not Katy Perry? Imagine the headlines. Katy Perry first, woman to moonwalk, literally. So next time, maybe just skip the whole paving the way. For women narrative, let's be real. It didn't exactly have a groundbreaking impact. You shelled out a fortune for what's essentially a billionaire's version of Disneyland. You didn't etch your name in the history books. So the next time you see a celebrity floating around in space, remember it's probably less about a giant leap for mankind and more about a giant leap for their Instagram feed. It definitely gives a whole new meaning to reaching for the stars, doesn't it?